Hi guys! So I am finally doing the Curio video for Sorcery, which I promised to do. It's a fairly long time coming. I was hoping to receive the last one to be able to show the full set, but it's stuck in the mail, and I'm going to be receiving it. It's held at customs for the very last one that I'm missing, but I purchased it and was hoping I could do it all for the video, but I still think this is very fun and pretty to show. So I really wanted to get this out there and show you where I've been at in my sorcery content curio hunt. So these are all of the beta curios. We'll be seeing them through the other pages as well. I want to show kind of all the differences and how to find them. So here you have all the avatars. So all of these, let me make sure I have it right. Yep. There. Perfect. So these are all the sketch avatars. Obviously, it's pretty easy to recognize these and know that they're curios because they're unregular, but some of the ones you'll see later have the tiniest of distinctions and they're very hard to tell apart. So curios. Sorry, so this is the avatar of air. I wanted to show what they did. I mean, the art contrast. This is the alpha foil, which we saw in our last set. And then this is the regular alpha. So you'd have the sketch, the foil, the regular. And I did that for all of the sketch curios. Because these are fun and special cards, and I want to make sure that everyone gets to see them. These cards are very hard to pull. You would get apparently one of any random curio in every 30 to 50 boxes. So very little. And apart from some of them that are very easy to spot, many may just be in some of your bulk boxes, as you'll see soon. So these are all the sketch curios. They're beautiful, they're very collectible. Oh, also I'm gonna go over pricing, but I know it's not a topic everyone wants to hear about or talk about, so I'll be doing that more like at the end. Right now it's mostly kind of showing them and how to tell them apart when you can't tell them apart, or if you're somewhat new to sorcery. But yeah, there's no collector product or different line. There's one set, one booster box, and you open it, and these are what you get. This is the Water Castle Curio. I realized I didn't show you the back for the sketches. It's just the regular back. Some curios in alpha have a different back, so you have to be careful, and that's the only way to spot them. So this is the Water Castle, which is beautiful, and you can only tell that it's a curio because it's not in the set, and it has this old grid system and old energy mana site and mana that you'd use. These are the altered art curios that you can still, I think, play with. This is Step, which I think is currently the most expensive one. It's a dual land, and it's very playable. And the art is quite iconic because it combines these two, which is why I put them together. The art of the curio combines the crusade and the jihad together, if you can see. So it was very fun. And then I want to show you what the regular one is so you don't get them confused. There. So you have the curio and the normal dual land. These cards would appear in the middle of the pack, somewhere in your ordinary slot. So that's one way to tell them apart. it's like a bonus rare or whatever rarity, since they have they're of every rarity. You'll see. This is the Far East Assassin, which is beautiful. It's very fun. This is the original art. This one is the original art for this curio. And you can see the face of the person, the assassin, that is right here. So that's a fun little play with the art. I'm still making sure I have it right on camera. I think so, okay. They're very fun. I find them to be really a collector's item, and it's nice to see, you know, two sides, the assassin and the person about to be murdered, or the person taking out his sword. So here is a harder one to tell apart. This is the Extinguished Curio. So this is the Curio here. It's darker, and this one is lighter, and that's one of the only distinctions I can see. This is probably one that a few of you have in your bulk, so I would recommend checking if you've opened a lot of boxes or you're not exactly sure, you don't really know how to tell. Well, just look at the video, and here is an easy comparison. You have a darker Extinguish, where you see the person engulfed in what seems to be flames. And here you see him a bit less. And this is the regular Curio regular. Sorry for spending a little bit of time, but I know some of them are hard to tell apart, and it's going to get even worse as we move on. Next, we have some of the inverted arts, but that's here. We'll see that in a bit. This is the Black Obelisk regular, and this is the Curio. You had the old symbols and how they wanted to use stuff. So you see the game's development, which I think is really awesome. It's I think a little gift for the early adopters of the game. If you're part of alpha or beta, well, we welcome you by showing you how we tried and what we thought when creating this game. You'll see that it has a little longer line text from 2019, which is very fun, and so that's another way to tell them apart. They have 3 here. They have the Roman numerals, and those are the differences that you can tell. Then we have the Infernal Legion Curio, which you can tell apart in how it's slightly lighter. This one is, it's lighter colored than this one, and there's 2 less skeletons. You'll see that the Curio has only 5 and the non-Curio has 7. I find them very fun. The art's a little bit different. I would love to know why they chose to go with certain arts over others. And here we have the inverted arts. So East-West Dragon is the regular card, and West-East Dragon is the Curio. As you see next to each other, they're quite fun. I have a technical question for you guys. We're allowed to have 2 elites, 2 of each elite in a deck. And I'm wondering, could you have 2 of the West-East Dragons and 2 of the East-West Dragons, since technically they have a different name? I don't know. Can someone let me know what you think in regards to that? And then we have, so that one is fairly easy to tell because the name is obviously different. This one, well, I had no clue I had a Curio. I actually pulled this one. The only way to tell realistically, even though the art is inverted, is that this one says means, duplicitous means, and this one says duplicitous skills. So skills is the normal card and means is the Curio. In terms of art, it's just inverted. You can tell a little bit with the hands, but honestly, very, very hard. Also the shading on the hair. But not one that jumped to the eye. Now we're getting into the really complicated and hard ones to tell apart. Other than obviously Eric's Curiosa is a card that was not in beta. It's the only card from alpha that is not in the beta set. However, if someone was trying to scam you and sell you a alpha Eric's Curiosa, I put one right here so you could tell and see. The difference is minuscule. If you're pulling it in a beta pack, it's pretty obvious that this is a Curio because it has the alpha symbol, and it also, because it has the alpha symbol, and it's also going to be in the middle of the pack. But if you're just buying it as a Curio, if you can notice the difference, let me know, because it's really, really tiny and I had to look it up myself. All right, I'm going to tell you. So the difference is in this tiny little circle. If you can see here, this goes slightly longer than the original one, which is cut. Here, I took the alpha foil that I have, so you can tell. I hope you can tell. Here, you have a little bit more of a circle, and there you do not. And that's just about the only distinction you can tell between the alpha and the beta Curio. So that's a very difficult one. If you pull it, that's the best way to know. And if you have it on film, that's the best authenticity way. Otherwise, buy from reputable people. But it's a very small difference and it's hard to tell. So I want to try and help people from ever getting scammed or stuff like that. Here is the Shifting Sands. Again, if you can tell a difference, you have a way better eye than I do. So this is a Curio, and this is the regular beta. So the difference between the alpha and the beta, between the Curio and the beta, is that here you'll see the alpha sign right there. And on the normal, you'll see the beta sign. But again, if you're comparing between the alpha and the beta Curio, the only difference is going to be a tiny little line here. Under the Genesis, reactivate the Genesis abilities of your nearby allies, you're going to see a tiny little white line. And that is the only way, realistically, for me at least, to see the difference between the beta Curio and the regular alpha Shifting Sands. Sorry for being technical. I just want to point out the differences in real for anyone who may be trying to do the same as me and get all the Curios. So it may be a little tedious, but I think it's important. So if you want to appreciate the art and stuff like that, I hope you enjoy this. Same thing, you have the beta Curio, the beta regular. This one is unique. The differences are, again, absolutely tiny. Of course, the alpha sign and the beta sign. And then if you compare the alpha with the Curio, again, this is the Curio, this is the alpha. One of the few differences that you will spot is that between, there we go, right on the left of Art and Modesty, here at the very end, you're going to see little lines. And this is only present on the Curio and not present on the alpha. 15 minutes, God. Okay, I'm with you guys for a while. Sorry, I think it's important. Then we come to the foil curios, which are easier to spot because they're the only ones that are foil. There are 3 of them. They were the cards from the pledge pack. So here you have the Syrian Templar. You can tell it's a curio because it's not present in the beta or alpha set. This is the art for it. So curio, non-curio. The art is different and it's foil. And it's also one of the only cards that's in foil that has a regular back. It's the exact same thing for Guile Sirens and Critical Strike, which Critical Strike is the one that I have stuck in the mail. Same thing, foil, easier to spot. These I think are probably the ones that you will not struggle with finding. So those are all the 18 curios. So 17 minus this one, the Critical Strike foil that is stuck in the mail somewhere. I hope I receive it soon. And for those that are here till the end, another little bonus. I wanted to show you all the promos. All the promos from Sorcery, which I'm also collecting. I'm currently 1 short. I'm missing the Relentless Crowd, which is around $1,200 to $1,600, so fairly expensive. Here's the Withering Promo for those that know of it. Withering Hero, sorry. That's the special Alpha Investments card. This is the Cardback Promo, which is really cool. It's basically the same art as the back of the card, but on the front. And they have 1 unsigned and 1 signed by Eric Olofsson. This was the, I think, buy a box promo, I believe. Headless Hunt. Then you have the Lightning Bolt, which is the Team Covenant promo. Different art than the regular. And then here is the Crown Sorcerer. Oops. Oh God, again. I know these are taking a while, but I don't know if you can tell, there's a little crown watermark foil, and that's the only way to tell. These are given at the early stages of the game's development, at the first Gen Con and stuff like that. So there's, I think, 32 or 40 copies in the world, something like that. They may print some more, they may not. Who knows? But I have one. And then you have the Champion, which are the Alpha and the Beta cards. And then the Bone Rabble foil in regular. All right, I think we went over all of that. And now I'm going to do quickly pricing for those that want to stay till the end, who are here till the end. Again, another long video. I'm sorry, I had to go over certain things. Most of them, all the sketches are between $600 and $800. I know some people are now asking for $1,000 or more, but if you shop around, at least I was able to get them all between $600 and $700. Water Castle and Steppe are perhaps a little bit more expensive because Steppe is a dual land and very playable and a very desirable art. I would say if you're looking to buy one, try and spend between $1,200 and $1,600 for it. The Water Castle between $600 and $1,000. Far East Assassin, Extinguish, both between $500 and $600. And for literally all the others, between $400 and $600 as well. We don't know what the population is because we don't know the print run, but we're estimating that there's about 25 to 50 of each and every one of these curios. So they're very special items. There may be more, maybe 60 to 75. If ever you have them, it's very special. My next task is going to try and very slowly trade up to get some of the alpha ones, which are at a full other price points. They're all in the thousands. But I'm hoping to progressively and over time work my way to try and get them all. There's 18 curios for beta, 18 curios for alpha that are known. Maybe more, maybe one day the company will tell us exactly or give us some more information. But in the meantime, it's a fun little game that they have with the collectors and the players and whatnot. So voilà. Thank you so much for staying with me for 20 minutes today. I know this was overdue. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see what next video I do. I may do one with all the complete sheets, all the uncut sheets, because I just finished that. Here, if you stay till the end, I'll do a little bonus up. So these were the last 3 that I was missing. So this is the elite sheet for with the mix. This is the unique sheet. Let me put it in the right way. Oh, also guys, if you stay till the end, say color space or uncut sheet. Color space is my favorite card. A few people asked me. Sorry, I should have said that earlier in the video. But yeah, the color space is my favorite card. I just find the art to be absolutely stunning, and I cannot wait for the one you can redeem with dust points. And this is the dual land sheets, with all the exceptional cards, exceptional dual lands, exceptional lands. So there we go. That makes my whole set complete. I'll do another Geek Den video where I go over all 10 of the sheets. I believe that's what it is. I believe it's just 10. If I'm wrong, someone correct me again. But thank you so much for sticking with me today, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And voila. I'll be off to Indian Wells to watch the tennis tournament.